endowment bias is when you value something more because you have it. Now, once you've put out your goals, once you've written your goals, the next thing after that is I wanted to get people to understand, okay, what are the blind spots? Okay, because we all have blind spots, but the book talks about biases. Okay, and in finances, in life, generally we have like three principles we work with: health, wealth, relationships. So we put down questions that gets people thinking, oh, do I have a bias in this section of life? Okay, and one of the biases I'll just talk about briefly is called endowment bias. Okay, the endowment bias is when you value something more because you have it. If you did not have that thing, you won't value it that much. It's like, well, that's bias, and it's good for people to recognize that that's a bias and then, mitigate that bias. So an endowment bias is an emotional bias. An emotional bias is hard to eliminate because it's not lack of knowledge, it's just the way you feel. And the same thing works in finances. You might have either a system that you already work with, or you might have even an investment that you already have and you just love it, but it might not be the best for you. So that's an endowment bias you have there. Someone might be very used to getting your paycheck, spending most of it, and maybe just whatever is left, that's what they save. Because for savings, generally you should put away the amount you want to put away first before actually spending. So yeah, biases, and we covered about I think 8-9 of them out there. So we ask you questions, then get you thinking about, okay, do you have a bias? And once you answer them, you'll see that, okay, well, I do have a bias. And in there, I always tell people, don't go from zero to hero. Don't think that you fix everything. And no, I need to do this. It takes time, it takes effort, and you need to also work with people around you.
Okay, so with the blind spots, how does that hurt someone financially?
Yeah, so I'll name a few other bias which will probably make it a lot clearer. There's one called herd mentality. That is pretty much when you just follow what other people are doing. You don't down the road, bought an investment or bought something and you want the same thing. That's just you following what other people are doing. You're not really thinking, do I need this thing? Does this help me get to my 10-year goal? Does this help me get to my 1-year goal? So that's how it affects finances, because you just do what other people are doing versus thinking, okay, what is best for me? And there's another one called mental accounting. So pretty much that one is when you get money, let's say bonus, or you win some money. People treat that mentally different from if they got a salary. Okay, so people treat lots of money a lot different from the money they work for. But it shouldn't be that way. Money is money. So teaching people that, well, that's a bias that, okay, if you have, or if you notice, then you have. As I said, everyone has biases. So yeah.